Welcome to It Gets Better, I Swear, a podcast about anything and everything. This is the episode for 9/10/17. I'm
Chicka,
Louis
chicka.
Beans, and we got Merc with the mic in the house.
Yeah,
How you
buddy.
doing?
Yeah, just coming off the wrestling babble. What a long
And that was a good episode.
conversation, but it was a
Good
good
episode.
episode. Listen, please listen.
Shout outs to Menu with the Opinion,
Yes,
bringing
my
those fire
Josh.
topics.
Yeah,
So this week, Destiny 2.
Destiny 2 has pretty much stole the lives of a lot of people this week,
It's got people all playing together, clans coming back together.
except for our clan. We can't seem to get a game that we all play together. So I'm like, oh fuck yeah.
I had a revelation with that game. I'm gonna wait. There was a few things I don't want to get into it too heavy before we start the discussion.
Yeah,
because we got a bunch of other stuff too. But I'm gonna wait.
it's a you know what I'm digging the story because I'm there is actual story mode. And there's actually a story, and I'm digging it. I see where it's going. The villain looks like a walking ball sack.
Really?
Yes,
That's
like
interesting.
a walking ball sack. Like he has like a ball sack head, and then.
Oh man.
But other than that, it's a fun game. If you like the first one, you'll like this one. It's pretty much almost exactly the same. Just this time, you lost the light, so you're getting your light back because the ball sack fucking destroyed I forget what it's called.
The base or something else?
Yeah, he destroyed the thing that gives you the light.
Gotcha.
And pretty much he destroyed it, and now like most of the people, that was the big thing, that they lost the light, and now they're trying to rekindle their world that they used to have.
Okay, so it's all torn up. Got you.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the general ball sack, he like evil and trying to do shit. And
what race is he in that game? Because I know there's more than one.
Those are the rhino-looking motherfuckers. I think they're rhinos. I don't know what they are. They look like naked mole rats.
Naked mole rats. Jeez.
Yeah, that's why they don't have a ball sack.
They don't have spacesuits?
They have spacesuits, but their heads look like naked mole rats.
Oh, those are the Cabal, I think.
Yeah, the Cabal.
Okay.
Which I think they're rhinos.
That's funny. That's funny. Naked ball sacks.
Yeah.
Rhino P. Oh, that's all right. You know what? I might have to sit through a playthrough or two to see these people. This sounds hella interesting.
If you look at I just did a Twitch, Mark with the Mic on Twitch. Me and the Flying Grayson. Shout outs to Lil Steven. We did a playthrough. We were just doing missions and shit like that. And I actually had the mics on, so we were just conversating while we were doing missions.
Cool. All right.
We were talking about their heads looking like ball sacks, so we actually really get into it about the ball sack heads. Like we had a long conversation, and then we saw like one that has like veins and shit too. It was like, yeah.
They had to have known. That's one of those things. You know they know.
Oh man, yeah.
So you're enjoying it. How is it different from the first game?
Well, they added they added more to the new classes, and you kind of have to earn the other subclasses things that they have. So you remember the hunter had like the gunslinger and the other shit. So you had to unlock the other ones, and the way you unlock the other ones is that you have to go through this whole mission of you earning it.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it's cool. It's the same shoot, point and shoot.
No, I mean, because you know how they can send you through a long thing when you go down corridors, and it just takes forever to get to the end. Or what type of stuff is it?
It was just a big battle. Like you get attacked like from both ends, and they give you the unlimited, so you can learn how to use the gunslinger. So they give you time to learn how to use it. So they give you this big ass light beams that you can automatically get your special up, and you can just use them automatically. Yeah.
All right, that sounds pretty cool.
That's cool. Same thing again. Same character building. Same three versions. So you have the Titan, the Warlock, and Hunter. I made one of each, but I'm playing mainly as a Hunter right now.
Having the most fun?
No, it's just I like the first game on. The first game I played on the Xbox One. So I was on the Xbox One for the first game, and now the fact that Julio, Japstar Supreme, Commander Farrell, Jenkins, Lil Steven, Flying Grayson, they all have a PS4, and they all got it. Well, not all of them, because we just talked to Jenkins and he hasn't bought it yet. So it's Jenkins, buy it, or I'm gonna follow you with a bat. Not a sandwich. And I'm gonna eat a sandwich while I beat you with a bat.
You heard that threat. Get up on it, man. Get up on it.
Yeah. For one person that stood so much time on Destiny, I'm surprised he didn't pick this up.
I don't know. You have to talk to him about his feelings for it, because we had a little discussion, but I'd rather let him tell his side of the story.
He's a beach. No, but I was like, yo, this is the one game that we all could play together. I was like, but get it, because the fact that we all could play together, and we could. I want to put videos up for all us playing and conversating. That was a big reason why I told everyone to get it, so we could all play. I could YouTube it and fucking we all talking. We could actually broadcast the podcast live while playing Destiny.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So I was like, that's the reason why I kind of wanted everyone to get it, so we all play and shit like that. So that was my reasoning.
So that means. So how do you feel about the community tools in the game now? Are they good or anything special?
They're all right. They're all right. They do have the clan that they added that you could get stuff off the clan. So say for instance you have a clan of 6 people, and bet you haven't played shit, but your other 6 people have been playing. You still get shit from them.
Nice. Okay.
So that's do all the hard work, and you get the shit.
All right.
I feel like online wise, Xbox is superior. I think Xbox One by itself, online wise, is just a better version of online. Like it's easier to do things and easier to join friends and stuff like that. But for PS4, they didn't make it simple to join friends, join missions, and all that shit.
Oh, so it's more difficult?
No, for PS4, they made it easier to join friends and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because again, I have a big issue with PS4's online. Like I really like, if you see me on PS4, I'm really not playing a multiplayer game.
It's the connection, or it's which part of the online?
Well, if you have
an interface, which one?
Yeah, well, all of it. Like I just don't like their online, like compared to what Xbox has and how easy a party chat and things like that are. PS4 doesn't do it good.
Gotcha. They still haven't caught up yet. Okay.
Yeah. It's not Nintendo, which thank God it's not.
No, that's a whole other burning dumpster fire.
Yeah, you don't have to like download 3 apps to fucking try to talk to your friend.
Why is that a thing? Can you tell me that? Why is that a thing?
Because they don't learn. That's why Nintendo thinks because they're Nintendo, people get away with shit.
Oh, you just Screw you. You're gonna do what we say. You have no choice. Meanwhile, they do
exactly, and that's what Nintendo does. But with this, they made it's just more simple to get people to join and everything like that. Again, I have not played with Julio yet. I did play with Steven, because I think our schedules are different. When I'm online late, they're online early. I work late, so I'm usually sleeping early.
I got you. Understood. So, I mean, the online aside, your experience has mostly been positive?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been a fun game. I'm digging the story. I've been doing the story mode and whatnot. I did play the Crucible, which is their verse mode.
I was about to ask you, how does that feel?
That's fun. A little unbalanced in a way, with the fact that you have dudes with mad like fucking crazy weapons, and I have I just started and playing the shit, so it's annoying.
So about the mode wise, do they have multiple modes to stop that problem? So did they have a mode where the guns don't really matter, and it's just do you have an assault rifle, shotgun, or
I cannot tell you the the direct answer, because I barely did the Crucible. I did maybe 2 games just to get just be able to unlock something.
Okay.
So I just did their basic one, and basic one pretty much they were able to use all their shit, and they just have better guns. Simple as that.
Yes. Okay.
I still get my kills. I still get my shit, but it's a lot harder to do, and that's kind of annoying, and it makes me not want to play that part. But but if they do have one that's just like everything's default and you just fight each other, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
You just pick your weapons and everything is the same power length and shit, then I'm fine with that. But when dudes are like fucking farming shit and they play the game for like 20 hours and I only get to play like 2 hours, yeah, it's a big difference.
Gotcha. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. All
But
right.
other than that, the presentation, the way it looks, it's a beautiful game. Bungie always does beautiful stuff with their games and everything. Simple gameplay, first person shooter. If you played Halo, you play this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Simple as that.
Does it? Do you know if it runs at 60?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the first Destiny ran at 60? No,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
On the newer consoles, yeah.
yeah,
I believe didn't it? I think on the older versions, didn't it run at 30?
yeah. Because they were on the older systems. They were on the 360
Gotcha.
and
Okay. And so this is
PS3.
the first one where it does not have anything to hold it back, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
So it's fun. Definitely check it out. I recommend it. Um, Yeah, that's about it. Like I still gotta get really into it. I see Julio or his brother. I don't know. The one of them two have been playing it a lot.
Okay.
Because
Gotcha.
every time I go on, Julio's on. I'm like, hey, you don't invite no one? Nothing. So I think it's his
Gotcha.
bro. Like
Okay.
asshole.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
But
Cool.
other than that, again, that's just the reason why I try to get everyone to get the games. The fact that everyone can play it, and we could do cast on the game and play.
All right. There you go. A RedCycloneInc project.
There you go.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's fun. Nonetheless, it's fun. I think it's going to be it's the biggest game right now that's out from the beginning of this year. This year's games are not that is there's nothing like really crazy exciting.
Well, nothing's left. Everything came out in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, pretty much.
You kind of forget that the beginning of this year was stacked with like really good games.
Yeah, yeah. Mass Effect, which was
Didn't
their disappointment.
no, no, didn't like no stuff like Horizon came out this year.
Horizon.
Stuff.
No, Horizon was December.
Well, okay, no, wasn't it February?
No, it was February. It was February.
Yeah.
I forget because it was a while since I played.
Um,
Yeah,
Stuff like
Horizon.
that for me. Yakuza, Neo, the exclusives, but like really high end
Yeah,
stuff, not janky games. So there's
yeah.
a bunch of stuff came out. Like I'm sure more than I'm saying, but yeah, a lot of good stuff has come out this year. And Marvel is next week, I believe. This week, no, I think it's the end of this week coming out
No,
because it
that
changed.
yeah.
I think initially it was the end of the month. Now it's like this, not 15th, right? That's too soon.
I thought it was coming out the 29th.
No, 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 no. It's in the teens. I believe. Oh, the 19th. So that's next Tuesday.
I don't care.
Ah.
I hate
Well,
to.
I'm sure it'll be good. It looks like it needs some help in the graphics department still, or direction, not graphics, excuse me. But hopefully it'll be good.
It looks like an Xbox game, like Xbox One, that first Xbox.
Let it come out fully. Because I'm sure the last pass they did made it look a little better. So we'll see.
I don't like where Spider-Man
No,
looks.
the way it looks, yeah, that the art direction, definitely.
Yeah.
Um, let's see, not too much game
Um,
wise. We're gonna
you got
focus on.
yeah.
Hmm? What
No,
happened?
yeah, yeah, like what I'm thinking about, like there's nothing else really out coming out.
Yeah,
Shadow and Mordor. If you play the first one, then that one probably good.
I'm actually pretty interested in the second one. I've seen a lot of damn, what was it? Didn't they show stuff at? They did show stuff at E3.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
they
now I'm
did.
trying to remember what got me actually hyped for it. So it was the footage I did see at E3. There was some giant bomb footage I saw. Um, that game does look good. It looks like a great evolution to the last game, which I didn't really play.
Yeah,
But there's no denying, like that's a AAA game. That's
yeah.
not, again, that's not some janky. Oh, this game's gonna crash on you type of deal. That like,
No, they
I think
gave.
we're past that. I think we're past.
Yeah, yeah. The first one was really good. Like I really enjoyed the first one. If you're actually gonna go that more into it, it was better.
Mhm.
It was like an Assassin's Creed game that it should have been.
You feel that? Okay, okay.
Yeah, because it had a lot of the gameplay of Assassin's Creed. It was just better.
So I do see that that there's evolution to that whole system of the marks
Yeah,
that you hunt down.
Yeah.
where they did. Oh, no, you correct me if I'm wrong. Was there an intimidation thing where they joined you?
Um, I don't remember that. I know for a fact, like, say for instance, someone kills you,
Mm-hmm.
they fucking brag about it and shit, and then you had to try your best. Like they become like a target that you want to kill for next or some shit.
Okay. Okay. So but I do see they're building upon oh, so it was a nemesis system. That's what it was
Yeah,
called.
yeah,
So they're building upon that, and that's type of kind of branching because I think some of the dudes can join you now.
yeah,
So yeah, it's and just the scaling the scaling the environments, which are like very well detailed. Because I'm not really a Lord of the Rings head, but I do know that a lot of the locations and all that stuff
yeah,
they're trying to make very accurate to that world, which is a good thing. You don't want stuff that doesn't look like anything, can't recognize anything. So that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Um, Anything else you're looking forward to or no?
2K WWE 2K18, which on the Western Battle, I kind of went into the whole
How how soon is that?
character. That one's early October,
Early October. Okay. Okay.
and then my NBA, which is next week.
And I started seeing the commercials for that,
Yeah, yeah.
and
They
they're
just
really hyping out that story mode.
yeah, they just started this week the prelude, which they gave you a free game to play until the game comes out, and it starts the storyline with that game. So the character from that could go directly into 2K18.
Okay. Wow. Wait a second. That's pretty cool.
They did a lot. They did it for the last 2 years too.
Really? You
Yeah,
could
they
import your character into the story mode from the last year's game?
no. What they do is no, they give you a little game to play. So it's called the NBA
Oh,
2K18
okay.
Prelude.
Okay.
So they give you
Okay.
like a little game that it has mini games that pretty much plays the game and everything like that. But it's like it has achievement. Some of them have achievement points. I don't think this one does though. But you play it, you build your guy, so you're ready to go from the
Okay, I understand now. So you
yeah
have a guy that's ready to be played. So he
yeah
doesn't start off as a scrub. I got you.
exactly. So that's right around the corner. And then if you have you're a FIFA fan, that's around the corner also. That's the end of this one.
Okay. Man, so
And
sports is doing it. Oh, this is the time. Is this the normal time of year for sports games?
yeah, because Madden, the NFL season starts September, so Madden usually comes out late August. NBA season starts the beginning of October, which they starting earlier this year because they changed the schedule, so it starts earlier.
Okay.
So that's starting earlier, so the NBA game comes out this next week.
Man. All
So they
right. Cool,
usually
cool,
go.
cool.
They usually come out right before the season starts.
And how do you feel quality wise that the last games have been
NBA
good?
2K, NBA 2K18, 2K itself, 2K been my favorite basketball game all the way since Dreamcast. So
Okay.
I'm always been a big fan of 2K and what they did with that, how they evolved through all the years. That's been my go-to game. I like fuck NBA Live. This was my shit
I
since
was
Dreamcast.
about to ask you, did you
Yeah.
ever get into that whole debacle with Live where they kind of bought everything out and they were going to be the Madden?
Yeah, I'm glad that they didn't do that with that because honestly, NBA 2K, the 2K NBA 2K, when Sega did it, since when Sega did it until now, it's been better than what anything EA had to offer.
Mm. Okay.
And
Okay.
they've been good games. They've been constantly good games. Since Allen Iverson was on the cover in the Dreamcast version.
Damn.
They always been a better game. They had better graphics, just better gameplay, and they were just a lot more fun to play.
No, okay. What what would you say they are closely you could describe it as simulation, arcadey,
They're more simulation, but they like if you do play the black top court game shits that they have in there,
mhm.
that's more arcadey style.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
give
got
you a
something
little
for
bit of both.
everybody. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they give
Yeah.
you a little bit of both. The, NHL is doing the same thing. They're doing like a 3-on-3 freestyle hockey thing, which it goes more arcadey from simulation to more arcadey
Oh,
as well.
nice.
Yeah,
Oh man,
so yeah,
taking it back. Wayne
yeah,
Gretzky.
yeah. Wayne Gretzky. Yeah, man.
um
Other than that, the Far Cry 5, which is next year. I thought it was
what?
this year. That's the end of next year.
I
But
forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Far Cry.
That's in, but it's in the big February, I think, next year.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
Lego Marvel 2.
this year?
Yeah,
You know when exactly or no?
November.
Oh, ooh. Do those games have like the quote unquote big tie-in? So is there any movie in
No,
particular that's going to be in the front or anything like that?
no. The Lego Marvel Avengers was the movie tie-in one. The
Okay.
one that came out first, Lego Marvel Superheroes, and
Hmm.
then the one that's coming out has not doesn't have a movie tie-in. They use a lot of the movie characters, but
Yeah.
there's no movie tie-in. It's its own story.
Do they? Oh, okay. I was about to say, do they take like the most popular movie of the year, or
They,
closely, and then they try to mold the story after it, or
no,
in that universe rather?
no, they don't do it like for the Marvel 2 is its own story. It's its own storyline and everything like that. They did have one
Ah.
Lego Avengers that just went through the movies and they just did their little humor with the movies.
Oh, so it's follows somewhat closely, but is injects the Lego humor. Okay,
Yeah, that's the Lego Avengers, Lego
okay.
Marvel Avengers. Now you have Lego Marvel Superheroes. That's a separate game. That's its own storyline.
So what do they do? Who,
Um,
how do, who's the main villain in the first game? Or is there a main villain, or how
the
does that
main
work?
villain, Galactus, was the main villain. He was coming to Earth to try to eat everyone, everything,
Ah,
and
okay.
then the villains and the heroes all teamed up in the ending to.
Wait a second. Does that mean there was Lego Fantastic Four in there?
Yeah,
So why does Lego have no problem getting any characters?
because Lego loves everybody.
Capcom needs a lesson in that.
Uh-huh.
Capcom and that whole fighting game thing where they can't have the X-Men characters, they
Yeah.
can't have Fantastic Four. Stop that.
Lego loves everybody. I think that's why. I think Lego does a lot of fan favors when they do these things.
Understood. And those games are fucking million sellers.
I
So
love personally, like it's a kiddie game, but I love those games to death. I play every single one of them when they come out. I love Lego City Undercover, which I think talked about. I think I talked about it in the
mhm,
past cast. I
mhm.
also have on my YouTube channel. I did some let's plays of the Lego City Undercover.
Yes.
It's really fun. Like if you're an '80s movie if you're an '80s cop movie, you'll love that fucking game to death
Ah, okay, okay.
because it has the sense of humor, the fun, the sense of humor of those '80s cop dramas, cop comedies, shits
Are
too.
you a renegade who has to turn in his badge and gun?
Yep,
Oh shit, that's
that
awesome.
that 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 gun meaning a gun with a rope on it. Yes,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's
They,
great.
they, they do a really good job. So I'm looking forward to Lego Marvel Superheroes Part 2.
All right. Okay.
Which is goes to I think is going to a different it's going to time and space and shit. I think the main villain is Crane. Crane.
Oh, Kane the Conqueror?
Yeah, Kane the Conqueror. That's
All
going to
right.
be the main
Cool, cool,
villain,
cool.
and he's going through space and time. So you have Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Man Noir in it. You have the
Wow.
Guardians of the Galaxy. You have the Avengers. You have the new characters. You got the old characters. You got everything in there.
Now, I only remember Noir Spider-Man from that that one game where they had four different, was it four different Spider-Man or five?
Yes, Shattered Dimensions.
Shattered Dimensions. Now, did he exist before that?
He had a comic series.
Was it any good?
It was alright.
Okay, okay.
It
So
was alright.
he does have a uh I don't want to say track record. But he has a lineage. He
Yeah.
existed for a while. He wasn't just a game guy.
No. He came. It was Spider-Man Noir. It was like a mini series they did.
Awesome. That's awesome. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So they have a lot of those things in it. So that's a game to look forward to. I
Okay.
always love the Lego games. They're
I will
easy.
say.
They're
Oh, go
easy
ahead.
like
Go ahead.
100% achievements too.
Hmm.
You could
But
easily.
aren't they long though? Because you have to get so much stuff.
Yeah, but they're fun.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, quick shout out to Monster Hunter World, but that's next year. That's the
Yeah.
same. That's
I
February.
thought, yo, the way they do, the way they're putting out like trailers and shit, you think is this year.
You would think so. I would hope so. I pray that a demo comes out before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Has to, man. They do it for all the 3DS ones. Come on.
Yeah, they just did the demo for the 3DS one coming
They
out,
even did it
right?
for the Wii one.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean Monster Hunter Stories?
yeah,
There was a recent demo.
yeah.
Do you know offhand when that's supposed to come out?
It came out this
This
week.
month? It came out this week? Okay.
Yeah, Flying Grayson was telling me about it.
I mean last week because it's Sunday. So
Yeah, it came out. Yeah, what came out Wednesday, I think.
nice. Interesting.
Yeah, he said, "Look, it looks like Pokemon Monster Hunter."
I've seen the art style and it definitely is cartoonish, but I believe it's based on an anime they have.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. It was based on
Mhm.
anime and whatnot. Yeah, he downloaded the demo. He said it was he wasn't feeling it that much. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I know for a fact he wasn't feeling it that much.
Okay, okay.
And he's a
Maybe
big
it's not
like
his style. It is more of a child focused game, so
yeah,
I understand.
he,
It might be too
and,
simplistic.
and he's a big like Jap RPG
Hmm.
person too. Like he's really into those kind of things. So
So he's in
yeah,
JRPGs. Okay,
yeah.
okay,
So yeah, that
okay.
came out. I think yeah, it was the demo was out this week for 2DS.
Got you. All right.
Yeah,
Well, let's shift the topic from games.
I
Let me
saw
start off
it.
by saying, hmm, you
I
saw
saw
it?
it.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yes, we go with that.
Nice, nice, nice.
It
Now,
go ahead.
hold on. That's a movie, a remake. What's in particular is it?
It's a remake movie version of an old TV series of the Stephen King. It was like a mini series that came out back in the early 90s.
Hmm.
Because the original it was a TV series. It was in parts. They showed it on Channel 7.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. It was an event. Okay,
yeah, it was an event. It was like the Jackson 5.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah. So basically it was an event. A lot of like it was like the who's who of TV comedy shows were in it.
This new one
No, like back in the day.
back in the day. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Like all these dudes were known for like TV acting and shit.
Mhm.
Jack Ritter was in it
So
too.
really, wow. I saw some of it, but I haven't seen the entire thing.
Yeah.
No,
So
so how do you feel
the
about this one?
so the original one, pretty much the way they did the story was the adults remembering when they were kids and how it fucking took over their shit and how he was connecting the boy, the whole Georgie thing and everything like that. The new movie, I think, focused more towards teaching you about the kids, about
Okay,
how everything. I think they did. I personally like the movie more than the original series.
okay. So this is not a continuation.
No, it's a
This
like a
is reboot. This is telling the story from scratch.
yeah.
Okay. Um. Well, since you've seen both, what's the similarities besides the clown?
Well, the similarities they did like the whole Georgie scene was like scene to scene. Besides,
Oh.
they actually did more graphical. They did more graphic on the movie base wise of the whole scene, but they did it from scene to
Hmm.
scene. Like it was the whole like beginning. It was pretty much spot on. I think they just focused more on the kid's story with the whole thing than what they did in the original series.
Gotcha.
The original series was pretty much them being adults and then hearing what happened with a girl getting kidnapped and them just remembering
Hmm.
what happened. So it gives you the story of how it affected them.
Okay, okay.
As in the movie was just more focused on the kids and it was happening then and there.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
Okay.
probably one of the best horror flicks I actually seen in theaters in a long time. And I love horror movies, but I kind of lost interest in a lot of them. Just the fact that they're they're just the same. They're just very gimmicky.
What do you mean?
If it's not a slap, if it's not like a crazy, I'm gonna crazy kill movie kind of thing like Saw.
Uh-huh.
It's a haunted house in Connecticut somewhere.
Yeah, that did happen. The ghost trend did take over.
Yeah, and I just lose interest in those things, and I haven't watched like a really good horror, like the make you jump scare kind of shit. And I think they did a really good job just doing this whole movie the way they did it. And I don't want to put too much of people spoiling it wise because I really would love people to watch it. I think it
Mhm.
just broke Deadpool's record for highest grossing rated R movie.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. That's crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But
awesome.
yeah, but definitely check it out if you're a horror fan. If you like a good story, definitely watch the movie. I was very impressed on how they did. I'm definitely going to go probably go see it again next week. But I really enjoyed it. I really did.
All right, glowing recommendation. Cool, cool, cool. Um, I wanted to get into what I watched this week, which was because of our Power Rangers future episode. I started watching Power Rangers in Space
Yeah,
and Power Rangers SPD, and I think I might have made a mistake by doing that because it kind of one kind of taints the other because man, in space, it's not great on the acting front. It's a little stiff,
yeah,
a little stilted. Some of the people just see they get like they kind of end up like deer in headlights at little points. It is like this is
yeah. Especially TJ.
yeah, and I was surprised.
Mhm.
But you get to see was the introduction of Andros. I thought the first part of the first episode was really cool, where he was trying to assassinate. What was it? Was he trying to kill Lord Zed, or was he trying to kill the
Black. What was his name? The Dark Sector.
dark? Yeah, Dark Spectre. Yeah, that giant thing, which looks like a giant frog.
Yeah, the
But
giant fire frog.
you know what he actually looks like? He looks like the thing from the Black Lagoon, made out of lava.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um, but you get the introduction of first the Red Ranger because that's who it is.
Hmm.
Um, then you get the four other characters who were brought over from Turbo, right?
Yeah.
So they came from Turbo. This is it. I don't even think they. So I didn't get too far, um, but they didn't really explain too tough what happened. I know you find out that Zordon is gone from where
Hmm.
he originally was. They believe that they had to go back to where they last saw him to save him, and Andros tells you that no, he's been captured already by the Dark Spectre, and he's being drained. And you know, the whole mission now is not to go back to where he was; it's to find him and save him. But they do put a little bit of a leeway on it, where they go. The original four are super hyped to get back to Zordon, save him as quickly as possible. But Andros lets them know that Zordon's will is very strong and it will take some time.
Yeah.
Basically saying this isn't going to happen in one episode.
Yeah.
so, so that's pretty much where I left off. They had the first battle. It was like a blue. I don't. It wasn't really that big. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
um, but the color scheme of the ship, funny enough, is red, white, and blue. I don't know. That's not a staple.
Yeah.
It just looks funny.
Well, is majority is more blue than anything. It
Yeah,
just
it
has
is
the
more
red
blue.
and
The red
white
on the chest
trimmings
and
and stuff like
stuff.
that.
Um,
Yeah. This is the
now,
first one. Like the Zord is not representing each ranger.
true enough, it's the spaceship, right?
Yeah, it's just a spaceship.
Yeah. Um, Not my favorite design of all the Zords.
Uh,
Um,
they were worse though.
there worse. That said, going to SPD, it's almost like a sitcom.
Yeah.
Um, the way they get along, the way it's set up, where everybody seems to know each other, because it doesn't start from like everybody meeting each other for the first time. It only starts with the Red Ranger and Yellow Ranger, who are street tough ruffians,
Yes.
um,
They're
being
the urban.
recruited. Yeah, urban ruffians. Yeah, the Spanish one and the black one.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Fucking
Urban ruffian.
racist.
Robin Hood, and Robin Hoodette. You know,
Yeah.
robbing from the rich and giving to the poor is what they do. Stealing supplies for the people that need it. And interestingly enough, they let you know off the bat that humans and aliens live together on that world.
Yeah.
So like it's no like xenophobia or anything. It's literally just everybody gets along.
Yeah.
So
Well, everyone lives together. They
well,
don't
everyone
need
does.
to
Yeah,
come
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. That's the
Yeah.
thing. There's the slums, and you
Yeah.
can clearly see there's alien slums and human slums and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So, um, but Red Ranger and Yellow Ranger are humans, and they do
Yeah.
give to aliens. Um,
Yeah.
the other thing is just like the other three Rangers are already established as cadets. They are B team. They are not. Well, they become B team. Like
Yeah.
you see them quickly thrust into that situation where they have to become the new Rangers for B
They're,
team.
they're the police academy of
Yeah, yeah,
of
basically.
the Power Rangers.
Blue Ranger's like the star, not player. He's a star recruit. He's second generation because his father apparently was a Power Ranger.
Yeah, he was a Red Ranger.
And they make that a point. He wants to be the Red Ranger,
Yeah.
like really bad. And he's Captain America basically,
Yeah, pretty
with
much.
with a little bit of a snob, because he's got a little bit of a dickish thing to him.
Yeah.
Um, Cat, well, not Cat. Jesus, Cat. Well, Cat's a whole other thing. She's the professor.
Yeah.
Crazy gadgets and inventions. Sid, the Pink
Yeah.
Ranger. She is fucking hilarious. Like
Yeah.
she has the sarcasm, she has the comedy. Like she's the character who literally just starts talking about something in the middle of an important speech. She'll just branch off and be like, "Why does this thing happen to be over here?" Like she'll just randomly just go off on a tangent, and I love that. I love that about her. And she doesn't really just take anything that they say to her lying down.
No.
Well, she'll snap
She's a
back.
powerhouse too.
Yes,
She has super
yes.
strength.
She's Husk
Yeah.
from X-Men, where she'll touch a substance surface, and her skin will gain that property, and
Yeah.
she'll also be super strong with the property, which is cool.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. They have powers.
And she's pretty.
Each character has an individual power, which is cool.
Yeah. They started doing that for a while. They
It's
did
not
that in
tied.
Thunder.
Question: it's not tied to being a ranger, right? In
No,
that universe.
I think it's their heritage of their family and whatnot.
Got you.
It's part of their genetic. It's not given to them or anything like that. It's
It's
part
not
of
given
their
to. Okay,
genetic. Because
okay,
again,
okay.
aliens and humans all live together, so an alien and human like, hey, you're green.
But they don't.
Like it.
But they don't trade. They don't. They do have hybrids because Cat is clearly like a hybrid person.
Yeah.
Like she's a cat woman.
Mm-hmm.
Doggy Kruger, I don't know what to say about him. He just looks like Anubis, a blue Anubis.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see how they've integrated I don't want to call them puppets, but you know, the people in suits.
Yeah.
On the good side, because for the longest time they were delegated to side characters, like Alpha. Because and the funny thing, Alpha's in space, so Alpha 5 is Alpha 5, right? Does it have a different number?
Yeah, it's Alpha 5, but they reprogrammed it.
Yeah, because they had to find his voice thing, and Andros makes a note of saying, "Oh yeah, I couldn't find his voice chips because we're in space."
Yeah.
Because I guess the chips you can't. This is interesting because that show's before the internet was really big, so they wouldn't say you can download his files. They literally have to insert his chips, his sound chips, which I thought was cool. It's like, this was all made. This is all technology, made in somebody's head before the the widespread phenomenon of downloading was a thing. So you never get that. You don't get that branch off of technology, which is kind of weird to see.
Yeah.
The two Rangers that aren't there, they have powers as well. So I guess it's like, well, these two guys running around doing all this stuff, they're going to join the team because they're special. They're not regular people.
Yeah.
But just the way they all get around, get along with each other, and that dynamic, it's so good. The acting is really good for a Power Rangers show. Is that like almost not even, you don't even want to qualify it by saying that, you just like, this is just a good show, like a good young teen, because you can tell it's young teens, you know, like that era is that age group is supposed to be white. Like it's not a kid show. It's not really hokey, and you know there isn't really like a big dumb character.
Yeah.
At least not yet.
Well, there is
The
one.
closest
He's not a ranger though.
he's the guy,
Yeah.
the goofy guy, but there's not like a Godzuki type of character where it's like a person in a suit that's really goofy and stuff.
No.
They gotta go, this is for kids. The closest is like the dog.
Yeah, doggy, and he's serious.
No, the robot dog.
Yeah. The robot.
The stupid guard dog.
Yes, I remember.
But it's just like, I would really, really recommend anybody who missed SPD and is curious about watching anything Power Rangers. That's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Like I would definitely recommend it, and I'm going to continue watching it alongside Space.
Yeah.
You know, just to get further caught up on all this stuff I missed. So,
all right, I got a cool little thing for you. For SPD, look at the A team and look at the helmets.
Really? Oh, because I didn't really talk about that, but yeah, there's an A team and they do show up, and they're more militarized. They have they're more SWAT.
But look at the helmets.
Are they the original helmets or something? Like which ones?
But look at the helmets and look at the other Power Rangers you're watching.
Okay.
They have They have the space helmets.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they wear the space helmets.
Holy shit. So A team is Space Rangers? Get the fuck out of here. I think
they're an evolved version of the Space Rangers. Yeah, they use the original space helmets.
Makes sense. Space Patrol. Okay. Space Patrol.
I loved SPD. I think SPD was my favorite one of the Disney branch of the one that Disney produced. That was one of the ones. I think that was the one that stood out the most. Everyone will say Dino Thunder, which is the one with Tommy Oliver, but SPD was my head-on favorite one. Like I watched that one I think twice, like full through, and I may be seeing it again eventually. But it's just like the characters, the way they did everything, how they were NYP, they're the fucking police and shit. The actors,
I like the villain too,
and the villains are great. Yeah,
I like the shadowy villain.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. That was a great one. It's a good way to start, but if you're gonna start with that, just know that it goes downhill from there.
True. Oh yeah, you're right. Because the one after that was Mystic Force.
Oh, that was terrible. I did not like Mystic Force at all.
Oh, but before we change the subject, I do want to give it a little bit of shit for its inconsistency.
Yeah.
Because the first episode has clear tell. No, the second episode where they actually joined, the red and the yellow one actually joined.
Yeah.
There's clear tells where they didn't do more than one shot for certain things. So when they're transforming, those two characters already have their uniforms on.
Yeah.
There's like little inconsistency. They're not like I forget her name, the Yellow Ranger, like she's the first one of the two to join the SPD because she wants to give up the life of crime. And you see her outfit doesn't have the color yet.
Yeah.
So it's the gray police uniform. And then when she transforms, she has a yellow stripe already. And it's just like, what? And the Red Ranger, he didn't even join fully. He just said okay because he had to save them.
Yeah.
And he transforms and he's in full garb. And it's like, wait a second. You filmed this so far ahead. And you didn't even do a one with him with his street clothes on just for the first episode. So he does it. Boo.
Yeah.
But, other than that there's nothing really too big. So glowing recommendation.
Yeah, she played Beth. Elizabeth.
On what?
On
what?
She was that was her name in Yellow Ranger.
Yellow Ranger? That's her name?
Elizabeth, yeah.
Okay. I know he has a nickname for her, the Red Ranger.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
also side note, she does burlesque as the Yellow Ranger. Yeah. There's YouTube videos of it.
Oh wow, see that's
She
cool.
does a
See,
full Velasting butt naked with the
somebody,
Power Ranger suit.
but I appreciate that at least she enjoyed her time as a ranger. She didn't go crazy and try to kill anybody. You know.
No, burlesque is respectable.
Sure enough. Sure enough.
Yeah, Wild Force Ranger.
Well, damn, I
Well, you
don't
know what's
remember his
funny is the
name.
fact that the Wild Force Ranger, he was in two series.
Really? Which
Yeah,
one? What's the other one?
he was the Wild Force Red Ranger, and then he came back in Samurai. He was a villain in Samurai.
Oh, he was a villain, huh?
Hmm. With a sword.
Yo, he took it a little too personally.
Yeah, he came back. He came back as a villain in Samurai.
Sheesh. Mm. Okay. Was there anything else you want to talk about? Because I don't want to go
Oh,
too
go
far
on.
into. I know we do want
Yeah.
to do an episode later where we get in depth and talk more Power Rangers. So I don't want to go too much.
Yes. Yeah. Because I know Tommy. If he listen, he's gonna be like, "Hey, what about? Oh, we were supposed to be talking about Power Rangers all together."
No. This is just my. This is just me letting you know I'm doing the work. I'm catching up.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we're gonna do the review of Turbo and Turbo Space and Lost Galaxy. I think
Okay.
those are the ones that we're going through. But
Damn it!
it's
That means
probably
you're gonna make me watch Turbo.
yeah, you could watch it. It's up to you. You can just listen to what we had to say about it and just take our word for it. Like, yeah, I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
But yeah. I gotta catch up with Ninja Steel, like the new one that's going, because it's been going for a bit, and I lost kind of track on it, so I'll watch that eventually.
Okay.
But yeah. Through the whole Disney ones, SPD is probably the top ones. If you do want to check out one that will be like, oh shit, that was actually pretty cool. SPD was your it, and also Operation the RPM one. RPM was actually very underrated, and I think that was a really good one too.
That's before or after.
That was right. That was the last one Disney did.
Okay. Okay.
That was the last one Disney did, and they were like trapped. This is the only one that the villains actually won, and they're just trying to get their world back together.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and they
Okay.
kind of go. And there's one episode they kind of break the fourth wall with the whole explosions in the back. The dude
Mm-hmm.
morph, and he said, "I blew up like a whole tree." What's up with that? Yeah.
Oh,
So
dude, there was one thing. I don't know if there's a YouTube clip, but you have to see the Red Ranger's debut on SPD when he takes out the two guns and just goes nuts.
yes,
And
I
he
love.
goes to he starts spinning at one point and he lands almost
Yeah.
horizontally.
Yeah.
And it's just like he can just do whatever he wants, can't he?
Yep. That's the
It's
way they
great.
do it. That's the way they do
Also,
it.
he's the Red Ranger. He's black and he got guns. What's up with
He was,
that?
I'd say, he was the best Black Red Ranger.
But he was also the best like gun ranger. Like he does
Yeah.
gun kata.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Like overall, like
Mm.
he was the best black male Red Ranger, and there was three of them.
So
There
okay,
was
you
TJ
said TJ.
and Operation Overdrive. They're no, not RPM. RPM was a Black Red
RPM.
Ranger. Yeah,
Gotcha.
he's actually in Daredevil. No, Jessica Jones.
Who's he? The
The dude, the
Malcolm?
dude that yeah, that's
That
he's the
what?
Red Ranger. Yeah,
Wow.
he was RPM's Red Ranger.
All right, now you're gonna make me go look for that.
Oh, you want to know another funny thing? The
Hmm?
one of the bad guys in Daredevil season 1,
Okay.
he's the Rhino Ranger, and
Which guy?
Jungle Fury. He was the Russian dude that he fights. I think he had like a star in his eye and shit. It's in the
Okay.
first season.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the first season of Daredevil. He was the white Rhino Ranger.
Wow. Okay. Damn.
What else? There's a couple other ones. That new show, that DC show, with the zombie, iZombie.
Mm-hmm.
She was a Power Ranger.
Wow.
She was in RP. She was also in R. She's also in RPM.
Mm. Okay.
Yes, a lot of Rangers all around.
Life after Rangers.
So, like when we do those casts, I think we're gonna go a whole retrospect and stuff like that. I do want to do a cast that we talk about our if we could make a team, what team that would consist of. but
Mm-hmm.
we'll put some rules and what teams, what can be in that team,
Okay. Okay.
because everyone's gonna pick like fucking Tommy, all three versions of Tommy and shit.
Nah, man. I'm picking.
Yeah,
I'm picking. What was it? Shadow. What's Doggy Kruger's name? Freddy
yeah.
Krueger?
The Shadow Ranger.
Shadow Ranger. I'm picking Shadow Ranger. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'll pick Shadow Ranger also. He was one of my favorites.
Yeah, yeah. His helmet is so cool. It's just like you expect it's gonna look dumb, and he comes out with a black helmet. And it's like, yo, that's dope.
Yeah, him. In Mystic Force, the only thing that's cool in Mystic Force is that big. He's a villain in the beginning. The Big Knight.
Okay.
He's actually a ranger, and that's the Night Suit Ranger. And I think that was I think the best thing out of the Mystic Force. The rest is crap.
Now I got a question. Is there a history of there being a bigger than normal Ranger, like in the Japanese one, like where
Like,
he's got like super armor on or something? Like, is that a thing that started way back when, or was it like those were like the first time you saw that?
the like the toy shits, the big ass shit. Like,
No, no,
you,
no. I mean, like ones they actually use, because sometimes they have a special where they only use it once
yeah,
and it goes away and it makes a toy. Yeah, but were there ever Rangers that were like, how like how Doggy's a dog
yeah,
and he's slightly bigger than everybody, and then you say this Night one, he's bigger than most people because he's like a big knight.
yeah.
Was
The Magnum Defender, I think, is one that would be in Lost Galaxy.
got you.
And like he was a
Okay.
different, he didn't look like a ranger, but he was a kind of a ranger, but he had like a whole different kind of suit. He
Oh,
looked like a knight.
I'm completely forgetting about the ninja. What was his name? Ninjak?
Ninjor, but he wasn't a ranger.
Ninja. Yeah, true enough. True
Yeah,
enough.
but he was the
Ninja.
only one that turned into Zord himself.
Did you like his voice?
I
I thought it
found it
was.
funny.
I found it funny. I couldn't hate it. I couldn't hate it.
Yeah,
Ninja.
yeah. I didn't mind Ninjor. I liked the Ninjor, and I like the fact that he grew and actually made his own
hmm
sword.
hmm
There's a
What a
few, like
badass.
if you actually look at the current season in Super Sentai, there's like the Rangers are all different shapes and sizes because there's some that are aliens, some are human, and all. Again,
Oh
I,
yeah.
I I told you this before. It's like the Mass
Yeah,
Effect
yeah, yeah.
that they have like a bunch of different alien races and they all teaming up. So all the Ranger suits all look differently.
Oh, so hype, so hype.
Yeah.
All
So
right, all
yes,
right.
a lot of Power Rangers and whatnot. Oh, I went to a video game con in New
Yes,
Jersey.
please talk about that.
It was a nice little con. We went last year, me, Jenkins, and Japstar. I went this year with my buddy Pun13, which he's been on the cast once or twice. We call him Big Steven because there's two Stevens and he's the bigger one. So Big
Got
Steven.
you.
So he went with me, and it's cool because they have like a whole gymnasium full of like free arcades. You can just press start and play. They had games ranging from Street Fighter to Championship Edition to Turtles in Time, from original Turtles. They had
Question.
this one arcade thing that had
Right.
all three Konami games. They had X Men, Turtles, Turtles in Time, and Simpsons. And all you had to do is press a button and switch them.
Hold on. Question. Did
Yeah,
they have Rainbow Edition of Street Fighter? You know what
no,
I'm talking about? The
no,
bootleg one.
no. They did not have that one. The
Oh.
one with the Hadoukens going all around the screen. No,
Mm-hmm.
not good.
Oh.
No, they
Okay,
didn't have
okay.
that. They had a basic one like that. They had Marvel's Capcom 2. They did some fighting game tournaments. So
Really?
I wasn't there for all the game tournaments, but I know when I was there, they was just starting the Smash Brother one.
Okay.
I know they had a Street Fighter 5 one going and then Injustice one going eventually. But I wasn't there that long. I didn't stay there that long for it to start, so I didn't get to see much of it. They had some cheap vendors. I picked up some old school. I've been picking up a lot of the old school games, so like NES, Super NES, because I have the Retron 5.
Okay.
So I got my hands on all the Ninja Turtles for NES.
Yeah, so that's awesome. All
Oh
three of them.
man,
Oh, that's so dope.
I don't. I just remember how hard the original Ninja Turtle game was.
Yo,
That game
yeah?
is fucking hard.
Oh yeah. That game is I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I really don't.
But you know what? I give them credit because if you ever listen to the story of when that game was made way before the cartoon even came out.
So that was an original cartoon game. I mean, not cartoon.
No,
That was an original comic game.
no, it wasn't even based on a comic. They
What?
got a script of what things do, and Konami kind of had to wing it with a lot of the villains.
Really? Oh
Yeah,
shit.
they just like, all right, I guess they look like this. I'll put that in there. Oh, fuck
Huh.
that. See those legs things? Yeah, use those too.
That makes a lot more
I think
sense.
they just got the basic characteristics. So they got Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael. Splinter's their master. Shredder's the villain. April's their friend. I think
And
that's all
Bebop
they
and
got.
Rocksteady.
And Bebop and Rocksteady. And Bebop and Rocksteady are the villains, and they drive a van. Other than that,
And last
have
level
fun.
should be Technodrome. That's it.
Yeah. And and after that, have fun.
Have you ever made it to Technodrome? You beat it or
I
no?
finished the game when I was a kid. I'm going to try to finish the game now. I did
Uh-oh.
cheat too.
Uh-oh.
I used Game Genie to finish
You
it
know
first time
what?
around, and I don't care. I have
I
no
don't
shame.
blame you because that game is hard as hell. But I managed to get to the. I never beat it. I managed to get to the Technodrome once,
Yeah,
and I've seen it beaten in front of me, but I've never actually done it. So
I finished it. I finished it. I saw the ending. It's not worth the ending, but all
no,
the shit that
definitely.
you have to do to get to there and just get word. Anyone that bitches about an ending of a video game nowadays, go fuck yourself. You fucking, you know, NES games barely had a fucking ending. You got fucking had to read what happened
Well, listen,
half the fucking time.
that made the ones that did real good, like Ninja Gaiden,
Yeah,
that had cutscenes and stuff, like extra worth it.
yeah.
Cause you and I know that when they had put no effort into it, it was just words. Thank you for playing.
I know.
Please try hard mode. That's
Fucking
it.
what? What Contra was them like flying away and thank you for playing.
Thank you for playing.
Like that's it. I just came out of fucking alien's heart.
Good thing I used 30 lives. Good thing I used 30 lives because I'm not getting through this on no
Oh man.
shit.
So I picked up the original Ninja Turtles. That game is fucking hard as hell.
Mm.
I made it to the turtle van area. That's as far as I got so
That's
far.
about where most people make it because that's kind of when you start doing the swimming stuff.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh boy, you know about that.
Oh god. That game. Oh man.
Why is that seaweed so dangerous? Come on.
Turtles could swim.
I
Why is he
know.
going?
I know.
All right, going to a hyper note. I got
Hmm.
the Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game for NES,
Nice, nice.
which was the NES version of the original arcade game. Which it was dumbed down, yes, but they had two additional stages part of the whole thing.
Okay. Now what were those?
They had a snow stage that you fought fucking I think it was a wolf in a leather jacket, and then you had a Japanese like dojo stage.
Was Usagi Yojimbo in there or no?
No, sadly.
Aw.
So Usagi should
Aw.
always be in these games, but he has not been in a game yet. It pisses me off. Not
True
even,
enough.
not even that Smash Brothers bullshit that they came out on the Wii. You think Usagi would be in it? No.
Not even the fighting game. Like that's the
Tournament
perfect
fighter? No.
opportunity.
I was so sad he was not in it. I was pissed when I fucking played that game and I didn't see Usagi or Jimbo. I was like, yo, where is
Me
he?
too. Me too.
Bullshit.
Disappointment.
Yeah. So I got the arcade game. I'm looking forward to playing that. That one's a bit more easier. That one I can manage, and I've finished that many times, so I can manage
And
that.
you can play a co-op.
And it can play co-op.
Actually, two players.
And then I found Manhattan Project, which was part 3.
That's my personal favorite. But I personally like that one, especially when you play it two players.
Yeah. I have never played this game.
Really?
This is the one I missed because I think the Genesis and Super Nintendo came out.
Okay.
So this kind of got
Yes.
lost in the shuffle, and I was playing more. I think it came out during the same time as Hyperstone Heights and Chosen Time. Or
I
like,
believe
no,
you might be right. Yeah.
well,
Like pretty soon.
yeah, I think it came. It didn't come out that before that. So the NES was kind of on its last legs when that came out,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had the other ones coming out that looked a lot better. And it's just like I have never that and the NES version of Tournament Fighter I have never played.
See, I was that kid that I didn't upgrade to Super,
Yeah,
so I was still playing it. So I got to play 3, but yeah, I know what you mean. People were already moving on. It
yeah.
was already gone.
So I tried it out a little bit. I didn't play that much. So I'm gonna go in order. I'm gonna try to go in order and
Mm-hmm.
record. I haven't got to record yet, so I'm gonna try to go in order with them. But Charles 3, I noticed like the big special moves. They have like a huge thing of special moves and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Uh,
two added the moves from the arcade
yeah,
where you can do like a swing that doesn't take your energy, and then it gives you the get off me, the other move, the get off me move.
yeah,
And then Turtles 3 introduced like specialized get off me moves, like because I think Raphael does a drill, a Psycho Crusher.
yeah,
Michelangelo does a handspring. Leonardo does the spin, I think,
yeah. He
where
does
he
a
spins
spin.
with the 2 swords out. And I forgot what Donatello's is. Oh,
He does,
he got the slide, right?
yeah. He does like the stick kick.
The stick kick, that the same type the thing they put in 4. I mean, well, technically it's 4. Not Hyperstone Heist, Turtles in Time, right?
Yeah, and Hyperstone Heights. Is it both?
Yeah. Okay.
Because Hyperstone Heights played a lot like Charles in Time. They're
Yes.
very similar in gameplay
It's like
wise.
2 levels different or something like that.
Three.
3 levels different. Okay.
Yeah, because they didn't do the exact replica of Turtles in Time. There was a cave level that you fought all the bosses that you fought in the beginning, and he did other shit.
Got you. Okay.
I gotta get my hands on Hyperstone Heights.
No, I definitely played that one. I played both of them, but I had Hyperstone Heist at one time. It's pretty good. It's pretty
I
good.
had it at one time. I don't think I have it no more. But I do have Turtles in Time. I do have 1, 2, 4. I'm gonna do the Turtles all straight through, and then I gotta find a copy of Hyperstone Heights.
Okay.
I picked up Bonkers for Super NES.
Bonkers. That's
Yeah,
the show?
yeah, the cop one too.
Man. Oh, dude. So you got to use the tail, or was it not quite like that?
It played kind of like a cheap Sonic. Capcom made it.
Do you know those Super Nintendo Capcom games are supposedly really good?
Yeah, not this one.
Right off the bat. Damn.
I don't mind. You know what? I'm not mad at it. I paid maybe $4, and the $4 I paid, I found $10 on the table in the
Get
company.
out of here.
So I bought the game with that, so I didn't really care. I found Tailspin for Genesis, which I
I
completely
did see
forgot
that.
that came out.
I did see that.
I forgot Tailspin had a game for Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it having another game, and I just didn't forgot what system was it, and it was the Genesis. It was Sega made the game.
Now, different from the other one, right?
Yeah, a lot different.
What is this?
It plays like It plays like you remember the beginning when Sega started making their games. You know how like Spider-Man was
Yes.
and shit like that. It's very similar in that sense, like Castle Illusions. It played
Okay.
similar. It played similar to that.
And you're Baloo?
You're Blue, yeah.
So what do? You run around slapping people, cutting people
Yeah.
with his claws, or you jump on people's heads? What do
He,
you
he
do?
shoots pellets and it's a side scroller.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if
Man.
there's. I barely played it, but I'm not sure if there's an airplane stage yet.
I was
So
about to say that's drastically different from the airplane one. Okay.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. The airplane one is pretty much you're in the airplane. And it's Mega Man in the airplane, pretty much.
Mega Man airplane. Gotcha.
Yeah, and what else I picked up? I picked up one more. No, I think that's it. I think that was all I picked up. Shit, I can't think of it. I think it was no. I picked up Narc.
Now, okay, wait. There's a bunch of narc. There's a bunch of different types of narc. Which one did you get?
Narc, the original NES Narc, the one with the two cops that you going
The
fighting
blue.
crime.
Yeah, no, because I know. I think it came out on another. I think it came out on Genesis, right?
No, it never went to. It went arcade and NES.
That's it. Well, I know the bad one for PS2. I think it was an Xbox,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It never had any other ports. Okay, all right.
No, it did not. Yeah, I
I'm
picked
thinking.
up that, and I picked up.
Sorry, I was thinking Smash TV in my head because I'm like Super Nintendo. Like, but I remember there's a red dude and a blue dude,
Yeah,
but that's not the same
yeah,
game. Sorry.
yeah. And we played two players. One goes in the car and just fucks with the other one that you can't get in the car.
Oh shit. You know, I know they censored the hell out of the console narc.
Yes, it
Have
is.
you ever have you ever watched any playthroughs of the arcade one and seen like there's flying hypodermic needles and exploding bombs and like
Yeah,
dogs and like there's a lot of really like violent stuff in the arcade version.
yeah, it's crazy. And I remember seeing it in the first Ninja Turtle movie. They were playing that game in the arcade,
Oh
the warehouse.
wow,
Yeah,
you're right.
they're fighting the big head.
The head guy, yeah.
Exactly. But I picked that up and I got Rampage.
For Nintendo?
Yeah, NES, the original Rampage with
Oh wow.
Godzilla and.
Was it George, Lizzie, and Ralph? I
But
still remember their
in
names.
NES, it was George and Lizzie.
Oh, it was only two?
Ralph is not in the NES version.
Yeah, the Wolfman. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I picked that up, and that was my pickups. I picked up a lot of old shit, and I was happy with it.
Nice, nice.
Um,
Did you have the ability to barter or anything or no?
huh?
Did you have the ability to barter for prices or anything? Or do you
Oh yeah, the three turtle games, Rampage and the Rampage all together. I got the guy to bring it down to $25.
nice. Okay.
Yeah, because I saw that he had multiple versions of Man Projects, and he had that shit for like $25 itself.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, you got like 7 copies of this shit. Like, it's not a rare game. You have 7 copies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're selling it as a rare game. I know what the fucking like that. And then the dude really wanted to make a sale because it was like the ending of the fucking like he just okay. I was about to leave, so it was trying to end the time.
Okay. Okay.
So I was like, yo, you want to sell now? I'll give you this, and that's it. And he gave me it for $25 on
Oh,
5 games.
nice. All right.
Yeah. So the price of Manhattan Projects, I got 5 other games.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Yeah. So it was cool. You could easily talk to them. Most of them will give you deals. Like you buy 2 games, they'll give you a discount the next one, things like that. They all trying to. They all it wasn't like high prices. Besides the pops, everything else were like decent price.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. So there were collectibles there too, besides games?
Yeah. They have merchants there, so they sell comic. They no comics though, but mostly video game related stuff and pops, figures,
Got you. Okay.
t-shirts and shit like that. Yeah.
All right. Do
It was
that
fun.
does do they have any exclusive stuff there,
Nah, it's a small
like
con.
T-shirts or anything?
They
Okay.
they probably had T-shirts, but it's a small con. They don't really have like the pop exclusive or anything
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. I figured they wouldn't have that, but maybe like an exclusive T-shirt or something.
They
Okay.
do have T-shirts and shit, but I didn't like it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got you.
They had two cosplayers there. I actually knew one for a while. It was cool to see her.
Okay, so
I can't think of her
what?
name. I can't think of her name right now. I was gonna try to whatever.
Uh,
Um,
what character?
she did Nathan Drake,
Oh,
and the other one did that video game girl from. It's a multiplayer game on PC. I forget the name.
League of Legends.
Yeah, it's the video game girl with the two NES guns.
I believe that might be Dota. I don't play those games, and I don't want to get I don't want to get their likenesses wrong. So we're just
Yeah,
gonna move on.
move on. But it's fun. It was a nice, fun con. I like the smaller cons because they have better deals, and I'm not smelling armpit everywhere I
And it's just
go.
about the thing.
Yeah, it's
So,
about video games and all. And it was cool. They had like one whole big gymnasium full of arcades you could play for free. Then they had a room where the tournaments were held. They also had a bunch
mhm.
of like TVs and consoles. They had like old school Soul Calibur, Soul Calibur for Dreamcast. They had Street Fighter Alpha was playing on PlayStation One.
Wow.
They had Sunset Riders for Super NES. They had
Oh,
fucking
nice,
Sonic the
nice.
Hedgehog. They had Sonic 3 playing somewhere. They had Mario Kart playing somewhere. They had like a bunch of TVs and a bunch of consoles all around. Just sit down, pop, and play.
Cool.
Yeah, so those are cool.
So
And then they had,
recommend it.
yeah, I recommend it. It was like $20 to go in.
Gotcha.
It
Okay.
was not bad. They also had like some game creators there. They were showing their indie stuff, and it was cool.
Anything cool?
They had this like little night game. I had the card. Again, I can't think of the name right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll post it up on Twitter, but um, it was like a battle. It was an 8-bit battle game. They pick.
Okay.
It was a knight. It had knights and all that shit, and they just fought each other and whatnot. It was cool. It was cool. It was a cute little
Cool.
game. Yeah,
All right.
I'll send you the link so you can check it out.
Okay. Cool.
That's it.
So you want to wrap it up for today?
Yeah, wrap it up.
All right. Thank you for listening to It Gets Better, I Swear, for 10, 9, 10, 17. My bad. Um,
Yeah,
Make sure you catch us at RedCycloneInc on Twitter, on SoundCloud, Instagram, Tumblr,
Facebook.
um, Facebook as well. Yes, the
Yes.
official
Yeah,
Red
that's
Cyclone
like
Inc.
yes.
What you said? There's a new banner and everything.
Yeah, I send you. It's Destiny. Destiny 2.
So I'm gonna reach. You send me the picture. I'm gonna put that out there. Tweet that up. Um, where can we catch you at?
Mercury with the Mic on Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, Twitch. I've been doing Twitch.
Yes.
And I started Tumblr. I don't know how it works, but I'm on there.
My suggestion is always just wrestling gifts.
There you go.
All right, so that's it for the show. Hope you enjoyed.
And forever and always follow Jenkins.
Sandwiches. Bring that sandwich. Follow him.
Yeah,
Harlem.
follow him. And
Harlem.
make sure he buys Destiny.
You-
If not, follow him
True
with a
enough.
cat.
You know what? He's not hard to miss. You know the Jenkins when you see him. So,
Yeah. Yes.
all right, y'all.
All right.
Peace.
Later.